Every night before you close your eyes, you enter a sacred moment. Sleep is not just rest for the body, it is a gateway for the mind, a doorway where the conscious steps back and the subconscious steps forward. And it is in this powerful space that miracles can unfold. What you feed your subconscious before you drift into sleep will shape your tomorrow, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. Think about it. The last words you whisper to yourself at night become the seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Those seeds grow while you sleep. If you go to bed with worry, you wake up with fear. But if you go to bed with faith, gratitude, and affirmations of success, you awaken with power, confidence, and unstoppable energy. Tonight, I want to share with you the most powerful practice you can ever do, speaking success into your life before you sleep. These affirmations are not mere words, they are declarations. They are instructions to your mind and your spirit that abundance, greatness, and divine opportunity are already yours. Say them with faith, say them with intention, and your world will begin to align with the truth you are speaking. Remember this, your potential is unlimited, but it is unlocked only when you choose to believe it, speak it, and claim it. So tonight, as you lie in bed, let your final words be words of victory, words of wealth, words of healing, and words of unstoppable success. The moments right before you drift off to sleep are some of the most powerful minutes of your entire day. Why? Because your conscious mind is beginning to quiet down, and your subconscious mind, the part of you that controls habits, beliefs, and automatic responses, is opening wide to receive. Whatever thoughts, emotions, or affirmations you feed yourself in this window will sink in deeply. Your subconscious doesn't argue, doesn't question, and doesn't reason like the conscious mind does. It simply accepts. That's why it's critical to make sure the final words you speak before sleep are words of power, success, and abundance. Think of your subconscious like fertile soil. Every night before bed, you are planting seeds. If you plant seeds of worry, fear, or doubt, that is exactly what will grow in your reality. But if you plant seeds of confidence, love, gratitude, and prosperity, those will grow instead. Your outer world always reflects the seeds you've planted in your inner world, and the time before sleep is when that soil is most fertile, when it is most ready to absorb what you give it. This is why affirmations at night are not just helpful, they are transformational. Science has shown that as you transition from wakefulness into sleep, your brain moves through different brainwave states, beta, alpha, theta, and then delta. During the alpha and theta states, your subconscious mind is the most open, the most suggestible, and the most receptive. This is the very reason hypnosis and guided meditation are effective. They tap into those same brainwave frequencies. So when you speak powerful affirmations before bed, you are, in effect, hypnotizing yourself with success, programming your subconscious to believe in your unlimited potential. Imagine falling asleep after saying, "I am worthy of all success, I am aligned with abundance, everything I desire flows to me effortlessly." Those words echo in your subconscious throughout the night. Your mind processes them, accepts them as truth, and begins to shift your inner blueprint. The next day, you don't just wake up with a lighter mood. You wake up with new levels of creativity, confidence, and action. Your subconscious has been busy all night rearranging your beliefs, preparing your energy, and opening doors of possibility. On the other hand, many people unknowingly sabotage themselves by ending the night with negative self-talk. They say things like, "I'm so stressed," or "I'll never figure this out," or "I'm not good enough." What they don't realize is that those words don't just disappear when they fall asleep. They take root. They grow into limiting beliefs. They manifest as procrastination, lack of confidence, and missed opportunities. This is why the bedtime ritual of affirmations is a sacred practice. It allows you to take control of what seeds are planted, ensuring that what grows in your life is in alignment with success. Every success story, whether it's a business leader, an athlete, or a spiritual teacher, has one thing in common. They understood how to program their mind. They used visualization, repetition, and affirmations to imprint success into their subconscious. And if you want to unlock your own potential, it starts with this nightly practice. Your subconscious is always listening. Every night, you are either feeding it poison or medicine, limitation or liberation. The choice is yours, and when you choose to speak affirmations before bed, you are choosing transformation, planting seeds that will blossom into the reality you desire. Words are not just sounds that vanish into the air. Words are energy. Every time you speak, you are sending out vibrations that not only affect your mind, but also influence your environment and the people around you. Science tells us that everything in the universe is made of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Your words carry their own frequency, and when spoken with belief and emotion, they begin to shape your reality. That is why affirmations are far more than positive thinking. They are energetic instructions to your subconscious and to the universe, commanding what you are ready to receive. When you say, "I am successful," you are not simply stating a wish, you are activating the frequency of success and aligning your energy with that reality. Even if, in the present moment, you don't see evidence of success in your outer life, the vibration of those words begins to call success toward you. The subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It only knows what you consistently feed it. If you speak success, it programs your mind to act, think, and attract success. If you speak defeat, your mind will accept that as truth and create more defeat. Think about how often people speak carelessly. They say things like, "I'll never be rich," or "nothing ever works out for me," or "I always fail." They don't realize that those words are affirmations too, but negative ones. Each statement is planting a seed that grows into more struggle and limitation. This is why being intentional with your language is so important, especially before sleep. Nighttime affirmations like, "Abundance flows to me easily," or "I am worthy of wealth and joy." Send out powerful energy signals, rewriting the blueprint of your subconscious and realigning your life with abundance. Another truth about words is that they don't just affect you, they influence the energy field around you. Words of love, gratitude, and confidence radiate high vibrations that attract opportunities, people, and circumstances that match those frequencies. Conversely, words of anger, doubt, and lack carry lower vibrations that repel success and invite struggle. When you speak affirmations of success, you are broadcasting a signal into the universe that says, "This is who I am, this is what I attract, this is what I claim." The universe always responds to that clarity. Even spiritual texts and ancient wisdom traditions affirm the power of words. In many teachings, creation itself begins with the word. This is not just symbolic, it is a spiritual truth. Your words create worlds. They have the power to heal, the power to inspire, and the power to transform your life. That is why your affirmations should not be spoken lazily or without emotion. They should be spoken with conviction, with faith, and with the expectation that what you declare must come to pass. When you say, "I am abundant," feel the truth of it vibrating in your body. Speak it as if it is already done, because in the realm of energy, it is. Each night, when you prepare for rest, remember that your words are like magic spells. Every sentence is a declaration. Every affirmation is a command. By speaking success into existence, you are not begging for change. You are claiming your divine right to live in abundance, purpose, and greatness. When this truth sinks in, you'll understand why the most successful people speak carefully, why they guard their tongue, and why they use affirmations daily, because what you say consistently, you will inevitably become. Worry is one of the greatest thieves of human potential. It eats away at peace. it clouds judgment, and it keeps the mind chained to fear instead of freedom. Most of the time, worry is about things that haven't even happened yet, or things that are far outside of your control. The tragedy is that when you go to bed filled with worry, you carry that heavy energy into your subconscious mind, which then magnifies it during sleep. Instead of resting in renewal, your spirit wrestles with fear, and you wake up drained, anxious, and defeated before the day even begins. This is why learning to release worry before sleep is essential to unlocking your true potential. Replacing worry with faith is not just a mental exercise, it is a spiritual practice. Faith acts as an antidote to fear. It is the certainty that even when you cannot see the full picture, everything is working in your favor. When you affirm faith-filled statements before bed, such as, "I am safe, guided, and supported," or "the universe is aligning everything I need," you are redirecting your subconscious mind away from fear and toward peace. Faith tells your inner being, all is well, and more blessings are on their way. This shift creates a state of trust, which is exactly what your subconscious needs to rebuild strength and open new doors. Worry keeps you stuck in the energy of lack, but faith places you in the energy of abundance. Think about it. When you worry, you are rehearsing failure in your mind. You are imagining negative outcomes, which only fuels more anxiety. But when you choose faith, you begin rehearsing victory instead. You see yourself succeeding, thriving, and receiving blessings. This mental rehearsal programs your subconscious for success rather than defeat. And since the subconscious mind controls your automatic responses, decisions, and habits, shifting from worry to faith directly transforms the results you experience in your waking life. Letting go of worry before bed is like setting down a heavy bag after carrying it all day. You cannot rest fully if you are still holding the weight of anxiety. Affirmations act as a release valve. They allow you to take the worries from your conscious mind, place them into the hands of faith, and trust that tomorrow will bring fresh solutions. Statements such as, "I release all fear and rest in peace," or "I trust that everything is unfolding for my highest good," dissolve the tension that keeps you stuck in cycles of stress. The more you repeat these affirmations, the lighter you feel, and the freer your subconscious becomes to work miracles while you sleep. It is important to understand that faith is not passive. It is not just sitting back and hoping things will work out. Faith is active energy. It is the decision to believe in unseen outcomes, to trust in divine timing, and to expect good things with unwavering certainty. When you go to bed in faith, you are aligning yourself with the flow of abundance and success. Your subconscious will begin scanning for solutions instead of problems, attracting opportunities instead of obstacles, and awakening your creativity instead of your fears. Faith rewires your mental blueprint, creating new thought patterns that sustain confidence and courage. Night after night, when you practice replacing worry with faith, you will notice a shift not just in your sleep, but in your entire life. Your mornings will feel lighter, your days will flow with greater ease, and your energy will carry a magnetism that attracts success. You will begin to embody the truth that you are supported, that nothing is against you, and that everything is happening to lift you higher. This practice of releasing worry and speaking faith-filled affirmations is not just about calming your mind before bed. It is about programming your subconscious to see the world through the lens of possibility, abundance, and divine guidance. Consistency is the bridge between desire and manifestation. It is easy to speak affirmations once or twice and feel inspired in the moment, but true transformation requires repetition. Your subconscious mind learns through constant reinforcement. Just as a muscle grows stronger when exercised daily, your beliefs grow stronger when they are fed the same empowering thoughts night after night. Consistency is what takes a simple affirmation and engraves it into your identity until it becomes second nature. When you commit to affirmations before bed every night, You are building a foundation of success that cannot be shaken. Think of it like watering a plant. If you water it only once, it may survive for a short while, but eventually it will wither. However, if you water it consistently, even just a little bit each day, it will grow strong, healthy, and eventually blossom. Your subconscious mind works the same way. A single night of affirmations is like planting a seed, but it is the consistency of watering it through repetition that causes it to take root and grow into your reality. Without consistency, your potential remains locked. With it, your future begins to flourish. Consistency also trains your brain to shift its automatic patterns. Every day, your mind is bombarded with thousands of thoughts, many of which are negative or limiting. If you are not intentional, those thoughts will dominate your inner dialogue. But when you consistently affirm success, wealth, and abundance before sleep, you override the old patterns. Over time, the negative inner chatter weakens and loses its grip, while the positive affirmations take center stage. The key is persistence, continuing the practice even on nights when you don't feel like it or when you don't yet see the results. One of the greatest mistakes people make is expecting instant change. They say affirmations for a week, don't see results, and give up. But the truth is, your subconscious mind needs time to rewire itself. Years of negative programming cannot be undone overnight, but they can be undone with steady repetition. Every night you speak affirmations, you are chiseling away at old limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones. Success is built on daily deposits, not occasional bursts of effort. It is consistency that compounds into greatness. Another gift of consistency is momentum. The more often you practice affirmations, the easier it becomes, and the faster results begin to appear. At first, it may feel like a small, almost invisible shift. But with repetition, those shifts grow stronger. Suddenly, you find yourself taking bolder actions, attracting better opportunities, and feeling more confident in your decisions. This is the power of momentum. It multiplies the results of your consistent effort, carrying you further than you imagined possible. And it all begins with the small daily habit of affirming your success before bed. Consistency also builds trust within yourself. Every time you follow through on your nightly affirmations, you send a message to your subconscious that you are disciplined, committed, and worthy of transformation. You prove to yourself that you are serious about success. This builds self-respect and strengthens your identity. You stop being someone who hopes for change and become someone who creates it through persistent effort. Over time, this consistent practice unlocks the full potential that has always been within you, turning dreams into lived reality. Affirmations are not just words, they are declarations of identity. When spoken with intention, they shape the subconscious and direct your energy toward the reality you wish to create. Before bed, affirmations carry even greater power because they are the final vibrations impressed upon your mind before it enters the deep, fertile state of sleep. These statements are not about wishing or hoping. They are about claiming. Each phrase you speak is a command, an instruction to both your subconscious and the universe that this is who you are and this is what you choose to experience. One of the most transformative affirmations to say before sleep is, "I am aligned with divine success." This statement affirms that your success is not random or accidental. It is divinely orchestrated. By saying it nightly, you remind your subconscious that success is not something you chase. It is something you align with. When you rest in this truth, you wake up with the confidence that opportunities, resources, and the right people will naturally flow into your life. This affirmation shifts your energy from struggle into flow. Another powerful affirmation is, "Abundance flows into my life effortlessly." Many people carry the subconscious belief that wealth and blessings are hard to come by. This belief creates resistance and blocks abundance from arriving. By speaking this affirmation, You dissolve the old belief and replace it with a new truth, that abundance is natural, easy, and always flowing toward you. Night after night, your subconscious begins to accept this as reality, and soon you notice how blessings and financial opportunities appear with greater ease. Equally important is the affirmation, I am worthy of wealth, joy, and limitless opportunities. Worthiness is the foundation of manifestation. Without a sense of worth, no amount of affirmations can fully take root, because the subconscious may reject them. But when you consistently affirm your worthiness, you remove inner resistance and open yourself to receive. Saying this before bed assures your subconscious that wealth, love, and opportunities are not distant dreams. They are your birthright. You no longer repel blessings, you magnetize them. A deeply grounding affirmation to speak is, my potential is infinite, and I unlock more of it each day. Too often, people underestimate themselves, settling for limitations that exist only in the mind. This affirmation breaks through those barriers by reminding you that your potential knows no bounds. Speaking it nightly plants the seed of growth and expansion in your subconscious. Over time, you begin to step into bigger dreams, take bolder actions, and see possibilities where you once saw limits. Finally, there is peace in declaring, I rest peacefully knowing that my success is already guaranteed. This affirmation allows you to release struggle and embrace trust. Instead of going to bed anxious about tomorrow, you drift into sleep confident that success is not something you must chase. It is already unfolding for you. This sense of certainty quiets the mind, calms the body, and positions your subconscious to continue building pathways to success while you sleep. By repeating it nightly, you are not just affirming peace, you are programming your reality to reflect it. So tonight, when you lay your head down to rest, remember this, you are not just going to sleep, you are stepping into the most powerful part of your day. The thoughts you choose, the words you speak, and the faith you carry in your heart will determine the reality you wake up to tomorrow. Speak abundance, and abundance will rise to meet you. Speak faith, and miracles will begin to unfold. Speak success, and you will feel your spirit align with the destiny that has always been yours. Do not underestimate the power of this nightly ritual. Every affirmation you whisper is a seed, every declaration is a command. And every night you practice this, you are reprogramming your mind, aligning your energy, and unlocking doors that once seemed closed. Success is not something you chase. It is something you create from within, and consistency makes it inevitable. As you drift into sleep, let your heart be light. Release every worry, every doubt, and every fear, for they do not serve you. Instead, embrace peace, faith, and the knowing that everything is already working in your favor. Your subconscious will take these truths, multiply them, and guide you to opportunities you could not have imagined. The world is waiting for the fullness of your potential to shine. You were not created for mediocrity. You were created for greatness, for joy, for abundance, and for impact. Tonight, as you affirm these truths, you are not just preparing for rest. You are preparing for transformation. And when the morning comes, you will rise not just refreshed, but renewed. You will rise with clarity, with power, and with the unshakable knowing that your success is guaranteed. Because you chose to speak it, believe it, and claim it,